What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Keebaloo coming at you one more time for a cigar opinion. Today, we're going to be getting into a conversation with the Asylum 13 Ogre. This is a 6x52 Candela and Habana wrapper, Nicaraguan filler, Nicaraguan binder. Today, got away from me. It's my fault for not properly planning and listening to the Queen's schedule for me. So later I will be surrounded by 5-year-old kids at a birthday party. So got to get my mind right. Couldn't think of no better time than to enjoy a cigar. So firmly packed, nice cigar, Asylum 13s, like the Barber Pole action. So put a cut to it, put some fire to it, hit you up in a little bit. Till then, peep the intro.
Check it out. Check it out.
We back, my family, with this Asylum 13 Ogre Canela wrapped, Barber Pole wrapped Candela and Habana cigar. Gonna do a little slow flame on it just because I'm really trying to take my time today. So, as I said, today I'll be enjoying the company of several small children, yelling, screaming, bouncing around for a birthday party for one of my nieces. Looking so forward to it, can't y'all tell? On the cold draw, I got a mixture of spicy, grassy notes, almost minty. Could be that Candela wrapper. And again, this is an Habano mixed with the Candela wrapper. So cold draw was nice. The V cut I gave me a nice draw. Got a pretty good light up. I'm 50-50 on Candela wrappers. Sometimes they seem to burn too quick. Sometimes they burn slow. I also smoked other fully wrapped Candela cigars, and sometimes that grassy note can be kind of overpowering. Not all the time. Some of the Tatuahis are pretty good. I really enjoy those. So I'm looking forward to see what this Barber Pole mix of the Habana and Candela gives me. That grassy, a little bit of spice in it. It's pretty prevalent on the first light up. A little bit of spice too. So, gonna see what she does. I think we got a pretty decent light. Hopefully that burn works itself out. We will be back. Y'all hold it down. Just wanted to come back with you, YouTube. As I feared, the burn is doing its own thing, so that's not going to be hasn't affected the flavor so far. The spice and the grassy notes are still pretty prevalent as we get down to it, but I wanted to show you that was an early thought, so I'm hoping that kind of corrects itself and I don't have to touch it up, so we'll see. Just wanted to give you a look at what was going on with it. I don't know if that was me on the light up trying to rush the game or what, but we'll see. What's happening, family? We back. Burn still trying to work itself out. Ash is kind of spreading out a little bit, so I'm gonna take it off so I don't make a mess of myself. Yeah, kind of wonky. Anyway, wanted to give you a taste test, see where we at. Spice is still kind of prevalent. Like grassy hay notes is still in there. So a little bit of sweetness is coming on with that grassy hay, if you would, flavor profile that's coming out. The draw is kind of tight too for some reason. And the odd thing is I'm noticing as I'm holding it, it seems like I have a hot spot somewhere inside here along the candela wrapper. The grassy notes, not my favorite, but the sweetness that comes with it kind of complements the spice that goes in with it. So I'm enjoying that part of it. Smooth. The finish does linger on. I do have that pepper mixed with the spice that lingers on the finish, which I am enjoying as well. And I'm hoping that even though this is a candela wrapper, I'm hoping that the spice kind of kicks up a little bit more, and see if maybe some creaminess comes in with that sweetness to offset the spicy grass, so to speak. I'm hoping that it opens up a little bit more with regards to that draw, because I am having to work to get a good smoke or a good mouthfeel. Right now it's going to be a medium in texture, or medium in strength. Opened up just a little bit for me right there. Today I know I said I was going to try to get hold of some brown, but because I'm probably going to be with these kids, I'm not going to go too deep in that, and because of the time of the day, so I am mixing it with a little bit of cream soda. I don't drink soda a lot, but I had an ice cold cream soda inside my man cave here, or my lab, so I figured that would go good. And that's, oddly enough, that sweetness is complementing this cigar well. It's really opening up my palate for something, which is odd because, you know, cream soda is sweet in itself, and the hint of sweetness with this seems to be complemented well. Almost no real pepper on the retro. It doesn't burn the nostrils at all. It's almost mild on the retro, but the mouthfeel is where I get the spice and I get the pepper at, you know. So we're gonna keep going. Holler back with you. Y'all hold it down for me. What's up, family? On this Asylum 13 Ogre 6x52 Barber Pole Candela and Habana wrapper. I have had to touch it up a couple times, but to keep the fire going, but it is trying to right itself. Creamy. The hay or grassy notes are still kind of prevalent. Spices still has died down a little bit. I'm still gonna go with mild to medium on this, even with that spice addition. It's not banging me across the head. Creamy and smooth smoke. I am having to work with it. The draw has opened up a little bit, going into the second third. A little bit of pepper on it, retrohale. It's kind of ramped up a little bit, touching my nasal cavities a little bit. Oddly enough, the finish has seemed to mellow out a bit. It doesn't last as long as it did before. But overall, I'm not complaining about the smoke. My biggest complaint is the burn line right now. Overall, we're still getting on along with it. I'm happy that the draw has opened up, like I said. Those grassy notes are still prevalent. Overall, it's okay. I did notice that this particular cigar comes in like a larger ring gauge. I'm not a big fan of that, but I was looking through the Googles of it, and they had like a 7x70 or something like that. I'm glad that this is a 6x52 I prefer this ring gauge. The burn's been pretty good. Be going on right about 25 minutes where we are right now. Enjoyable smoke. I'm enjoying it, so to speak. So yeah, so holla back. I'm back, family. Smoking the Asylum 13 6x52. It's called the Ogre. It's not the larger ring gauge that I've seen that this particular cigar has a history of. The spice has picked up on the retrohale. The finish does last considerable. It's a good finish to this particular cigar. The grassy notes have mellowed out a bit, and the spice has ramped up a nice amount, taken to a medium full almost as I get down into in the middle of the second third, going into the final third. The burn line, yeah, I've had to touch it up a couple times. Hasn't affected the overall flavor experience or anything like that, but it is work I got to do. I'm finding myself having to do that. Had to take off the band because that one particular spot was getting to the band, and I didn't want that to add to the. I didn't want to, start smoking any wrapper. So, in that regards, that's a knock on it. The cigar seems to be catching a lot of heat when I'm holding it, or it was doing that. I'm still feeling that towards, and as it's getting out of the second third into the final third. It's not uncomfortable, but it is noticeable. Spice and pepper. It's almost got a creamy note to it. The mint taste that I was having keeps coming back in. And those are the three most prominent things. I think that mint adds to the sweetness I was getting with it as well. Overall, not a bad smoke. I'm not happy with I'm having to touch it up. It seems like I'm having to work to smoke it. Smoke output, the draw did increase. The smoke output has increased. The price point on this particular cigar was about $7.99, $8. I've seen as high as $8.50 on the Google searches. I really like the finish on it and the flavor that it's leaving in the mouth with it. That can be off-putting to some people when you get that hay, grassy note. But with the Candela wrapper, the Candela mixed with the Habana, it's a nice compliment for me. And I really like that touch of sweetness I'm getting with it, which I said was kind of like that sweet mint taste that's coming off of it. Enjoyable time to myself cigar. As I said before, a couple hours I'm gonna be drowning in kids all over me at one of these little bouncy playscapes. I enjoy it. It'll be a good getaway. Why you schedule a party like that when a bunch of guys that be looking on their phones for football games and see who's going to be making it to the next level or next playoffs? But it's what we do, right? We do those so we can have times like this. Anyway, I'm going to keep this going down, see what other stories this Asylum 13 has to tell me. And I'll talk about my new rating system coming up with for 2023. So y'all hold tight. Be back. Welcome back, family. Smoking on the Asylum 13 Ogre 6x52 cigar, Barber Pole Candela and Habana wrapped Nicaraguan binder and filler cigar. Spice is still prevalent. The grassy notes have kind of took a back seat. Creaminess has came into play. The sweet mintiness is still there going into the final third. Construction, it's a well constructed cigar. The burn has been something I've been working with pretty much the entire smoke, which is taking some time down, taking some knocks off the overall experience or enjoyment of the cigar. Came up with a little rating system, like I said I was going to do going into 2023. I have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 ratings on it. Going from the worst being a complete fail of a cigar, won't smoke it again, an cigar, which basically translates to as an okay cigar. Probably would, not put no money on it, but if I got it, I would smoke it. Alright, it's okay cigar, probably about 1 or 2. The storyteller. Cigars that are complex, have a lot to say to me, a lot of different flavors that kick in, surprising, and jazzy. Jazzy is a bomb cigar. I love it. Has a lot to, a mixture of, a storyteller, being complex, good flavor and all that type of stuff. With that being said, this is going to be an alright smoke. I'll probably buy 1 or 2 or get 1 or 2. If it comes in one of my subscription packs, I'll probably enjoy it. And I'll smoke it again if I see it, just for the uniqueness of it. The Barber Pole action did bring, it was a good, had good aroma with that grass and hay. And that mint was kind of a nice surprise to it. I paired this with, like I said, with the cream soda, and that sweetness that came on was pretty good with it. Overall, decent smoke. I'm not gonna say decent. I'm gonna use my rating system. It's alright. So, I appreciate your time. Appreciate your company as I went through my opinion on this particular cigar. Hope y'all have a good day where y'all are. Enjoy the time that you have. If you get to be by yourself, if you get to be with some family, some of your brothers, and get some fellowship out today. It's cloudy, but the sun's supposed to peek out a little bit later. Find a good cigar, find some time to yourselves. Y'all enjoy. Kiba out.